My dear students, welcome to the class. Today, let us learn about viroids, prions, lichens. What is their nature? How do they live? What is their importance? Viroids. The meaning is virus-like, but not viruses. Remember, viroid means virus-like, but not. Interestingly, for a long time, the diseases caused by viroids are thought to be caused by virus. Until 1971, when Diner, a plant pathologist at the Agricultural Research Station, Maryland, for the first time discovered and named the disease-causing agent as virus. He discovered, found the nature of the viroid, and named them as viroids. They are also obligate intracellular parasites. They live only inside the cells, living cells. Within the cells, intracellular, viroids are small, 200 to 400 nucleotide long. For example, if you take A, T, G, C, 4 nucleotides, A is 1, A, T, G, C, 4. Similarly, here, the viroids consist of RNA which is of 200 to 400 nucleotides long. Just circular RNA molecule with a rod-like secondary structure. Remember, viroids are RNA. Single-stranded but form circular structure. Secondary structure is which was no capsid. Viruses contain capsid, but virus no capsid, no proteins, no envelope, and are associated with certain plant diseases. Now we know a large number of diseases caused by viroids. Earlier they were thought to be caused by viruses. The replication strategy is similar to that of viruses because they contain the RNA. Viroid, all RNA. Remember, don't forget, all the viroids contain RNA. RNA viruses replicate. Just like RNA viruses, the viroids also replicate in the same method. No coding capacity, so they cannot translate the proteins. No coding mRNA. Do not program their own polymerase. For replication, they make use of the host polymerase because they don't have the proteins. They cannot synthesize the proteins, but they should replicate. For replication, polymerase is required. That's why they make use of the host polymerase. Mechanically transmitted. The diseases, plant diseases caused by viroids are mechanically transmitted through instruments, through rubbing. Some are seed transmitted. More than 40 viroid species are reported, and within a single viroid, variants. Restricted only to plants. Remember, viroids infect only plants, but viruses infect plants, animals, bacteria, fungi, algae. These infect only plants. They contain RNA, no capsid, no envelope. No conclusive evidence is available for their presence in animals. Diseases: potato spindle tuber disease, citrus exocortis, coconut kadang. There are so many other diseases, but here I gave you 3 examples. Potato spindle, this is very important. Potato spindle tuber. Uh, large amount of work has been carried out by on this bacteria. Then prions. Prions word stands for proteinaceous infectious particle. Proteinaceous infectious particle stands for protein. They are neither cellular nor virus. These are another separate agents, neither viruses nor viroids. Infect only mammals. Again, this is a thing to remember. Viruses infect all. Viroids infect only plants. Prions infect only mammals. Not all animals, only mammals. And cause diseases. A person who worked a lot on prions is Stanley B. Prusiner. He discovered the true nature of prions, for which he got the Nobel Prize in 1997. Proteinaceous infectious particles. Prions are proteins. Chemically, they are proteins. They are infectious. They cause the disease. They are transmitted from one host to another, one individual to another. Diseases caused by prions, animals, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE, scrapie in sheep, transmissible mink encephalopathy, chronic wasting disease of deer and elk in animals. In humans, Kuru, a common disease in Kuru tribe, New Guinea. Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, CJD. Then fatal familial insomnia. Insomnia means sleeplessness. Gerstmann-Straussler syndrome, GSS. Prion diseases are neurological. They mainly affect nervous system, brain. Neurological disorders result. Dementia, damage to the brain. Then often fatal. The infected people usually, after some time, they die. There is no treatment. Characteristics of infection: loss of motor control. They are unable to control the hands, fingers, facial expressions. Dementia, loss of memory, paralysis, encephalitis, again damage to the brain, widespread neuronal loss, nerves throughout the body. Ways of infection: they may spread through diet or after through surgical procedures, corneal transplant. Hereditary, sometimes autosomal dominant character. It is a dominant character. So what is it? What is a prion? What is a prion? Proteinaceous infectious particle. So I will show you this. So there will be here, this is a protein called PRPC. It is present in normal individuals. Beta plates, there are no beta plates, only helical foldings. This is a normal protein present in healthy people. But infected people, this protein undergoes wrong folding. Because of the wrong folding, beta plates are formed. This is infectious. PRPSC, prion protein scrapie specific. So this wrong protein causes the disease. Somehow, a normal protein like this becomes like this. As long as this protein remains in this state, there is no problem. People will be healthy, everything right. But when they get infected, such type of proteins transform into this beta plates. These are infectious, these are damaging. PRPC, prion protein cellular, prion protein specific. These are prions, not these. Oh. Now this is cellular normal protein. When a normal protein is partially unfolded cellular prion protein monomer PRP, when it comes in contact with the PRPSC, the normal protein also becomes PRPSC. A complex will be formed. Then the normal protein will be converted to this is causing PRPSC. It is just like a rabid dog. PRPSC, prion protein, is a rabid dog. Compare it with when it bites a normal dog, that also becomes rabid. Similarly, when normal proteins, cellular proteins, come in contact with the prion proteins, a complex will be formed and normal protein will be converted to prion proteins, infectious prion protein. Then let us see lichens. What are lichens? Lichens are symbiotic, mutually beneficial associations between an algae or fungus. Two different organisms. One is phototrophic, another is heterotrophic. An alga, a fungus, live together. That is called lichen. But this association is mutually beneficial, helping each other. That is called symbiosis. Algal partner is known as phycobiont. Fungal partner is called mycobiont. Mycofungus, phycoalgae. Mycobiont is a dominant partner. It protects the entire organism. Algal filaments. Phycobiont, being photosynthetic, autotrophic, provides the carbohydrates. The phycobiont, bearing the chlorophyll, synthesizes the chlorophyll and it supplies the nutrients to the fungus. Then what the fungus does? The fungus in turn provides the protection under dry conditions, extreme conditions. Mycobiont provides protection, absorption of minerals and water. From wherever the surface they grow, from that surface they absorb the nutrients. Lichens are pioneer in xerox. Some millions of billions of years, people thought that these are, at one time, the entire Earth surface was non-living. And from that, the succession took place. That is, xerox. We have xerox succession, hydrox succession, mesox succession. In xerox succession, these are the pioneers, initial colonizers. Lichens are sensitive to air pollution. Remember, this is also important. They are sensitive to pollution. They cannot live where the pollution is there. Suppose In some place, in a forest place, in a far off place, the lichens are growing. You can take it granted that it is unpolluted. In urban areas where the pollution levels are high, you cannot see the lichens. They are pollution indicators. They cannot grow where there is pollution. As good indicators, lichens produce antibiotics and dyes. Some of the lichens are important. So some dyes are produced, safranin-like. Then antibiotics, most important antibiotics are also produced. So this is the association between a phycobiont and mycobiont. Algae, phycobiont, fungus, mycobiont. What is the type of mutual benefit? The algae photosynthetic products, it synthesizes the carbohydrates, supplies to fungus. The fungus in turn provides the protection, absorbs the nutrients, minerals, water. So this is like a dual organism. It looks like a single organism. Though there are two organisms in it, it looks like a single organism. It behaves like a single organism. Reproduction just like single organism. Dual organisms. Interesting, very interesting. So this is whether you are able to see or not. This is a lichen growing on rock. I've taken this photograph in a village where there is no pollution. You can see there are two. This is one. This is one. Crustose lichen on bare rock. The fungus absorbs the minerals from the rock. It absorbs the moisture from the atmosphere. Whereas the algal member, phycobiont, synthesizes the food materials. So these are various types of lichens. Crustose lichens, fruticose lichens, internal structure. These are fungal spores, filaments, fungal filaments. So this is again internal structure, cross section of a lichen. So this is end. So what we have studied in this class, what are viroids? But viroids, you remember, viroids or RNA. Viroids infect only plants. They cause the disease. Prions are only proteins. No RNA, no DNA. They infect only mammals. Prions are nothing but wrongly folded proteins. And lichens are dual organisms formed by the union of an algal member, fungal member, phycobiont, mycobiont. The association between these two organisms is symbiotic. Okay.